welcome to the first page of a new chapter of the Pauper. We are here in Pisa today to the day one of Paupergeddon Spring Edition 2023. I am Sapo, aka the Greeting Voice, and I will be with you today and tomorrow for the coverage of the event. With me there is Michael Rossi and the Andrea Piemonti that will help us in this huge event, in this first Pauper GP. Yesterday there was the top Pauper player tournament that elected Mirko Ciavatta again as the best player of the year in a final that ended at 11 o'clock, I think, something like that. We suppose that can be a short tournament yesterday, but Mirko say no to all of this. A lot of special guests, a lot of big names in the magic world, and a lot of artists that will confirm this as one of the greatest events of the year. Yeah. I'm really excited, and I just want to know what's gonna happen today. I'm really excited.
For me, it's the first experience to the Paupergeddon, and I see the heart of the community of magic.
Look who's gonna call
the Pauper is the most community that you can find heart of magic.
Yeah, of course. This is
brotherhood,
the magic of the people.
Yes, so the gathering.
This is the gathering part of magic. Yes, of course. What do you want? This is literally your home.
Okay.
As we promised here, the special guest. We are really excited to have a special guest, a big special guest like you. Here, Gavin Verhey, the head developer and the godfather of Pauper, I guess. We are really excited to have you here.
Oh, it's amazing! It's amazing.
And with Gavin, there is the top Pauper player of the year. Another time.
Amazing matches yesterday. Absolutely incredible. That was amazing.
Yes.
An amazing tournament. We suppose it can be a short tournament, but you make ended at 11 o'clock, so I can't go to the restaurant for your fault. No, I'm kidding.
Yes, the
kidding.
problem was that at 10 p.m. My opponent goes to infinite life, so I had to win this game.
We saw it, but that was an impossible match to win. And you won. That's incredible. This is a huge opportunity for the Lega Pauper Italia to have you here, and we're really excited. What do you think about this kind of event, Gavin?
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, walking through that room, everyone's excited about Pauper. It's totally full. Every seat is taken, and I can't wait to see what wins today. Like, it's going to be an amazing tournament. The top 8's going to be incredible, and we're going to see some great games right here on the stream.
This is the community, the spirit that we want to promote. That is the gathering part of magic. So we want to take the tournament at a most friendly possible. So we want to promote that kind of spirit, and they like it, and we like it too, of course. We're really excited. My friends say that. The first match will start in 2 minutes. If you want, I'd like to have you here to comment.
Yes, of course, I'd love to. Do we know what the first match is?
We don't know yet. Si sa che mazzi sono. Wow. Okay. Boros, Synth, I think, versus Black Colony Garden.
Okay.
Must say it's a deck for me.
Okay, so Mirko, you know this. You played synthesizer all day yesterday. How do you think about the Garden matchup? Is that a good matchup for the synthesizer deck? A bad matchup? How does it go?
It's a balanced matchup. With Boros has to be faster. Has to be really fast to make pressure in the early game, and then has to win with all the burn spells.
He has to stay alive until he can transform into Boros Burn to finish the opponent.
I was really impressed by how much resiliency the Boros deck has, though, right? You can do you can draw a lot of cards, you can do a lot of burn, and they're off. Here we go, turn 1 tap land. The game is beginning here from Vassallo.
So I'm here just because I won the buy for the first turn.
Yeah, so you've already won the
Yes,
first round,
I have
Mirko.
won.
That's amazing. So we see Call Me Garden from the Black-Green Gardens deck, the namesake card there. It's so good because it creates that blocker, helps you hold on to the initiative, a really important card.
And there is the power play with the Deadly Dispute to ramp for... Okay, Igor Wellspring.
Okay.
Because with the treasure, he is able to play Monarch on turn 3 or Initiative turn 4, which is the power play of the deck.
There's the Bard Battlefist, which is okay.
Yes. He starts to make pressure, but all top land are not really good in this matchup.
All right, we'll see what he has here. So he's got a Deadly Dispute. If he wants to like block with that plant and use the dispute, he can. But their Ichor Wellspring is also a great thing to sacrifice too.
If I don't remember wrong, you played BG Gardens yesterday, right?
No, I did not.
You changed it.
I played Red-White Initiative. Yes.
Oh, okay.
A
The
Mirko
red- okay.
invention, which is like Black-Green Gardens, but 2 different colors. But
Exactly, it's the same deck. I don't have dispute, but I have cleansing one. Close the same.
It was really fun. I played in an event for 6 rounds, and I had a blast playing that deck. Okay, looks like we've got a blood token from the Blood Fountain, gives you a bit of recursion. And this is a cool little card that we haven't seen a lot of. This is this 2/1 creature with Death Touch, and when it dies, when it's not blocking, you draw a card. So it's a great way to help get the initiative back.
Yes. It's like there are 2 different philosophies in this deck. One is discard, and the other is the Llanowar Visionary that can ramp also to make initiative 1 turn faster.
But look at that. They block. He trades off with the 3/1 to buy some time. But Glint Hawk resets it right away. It's like nothing happened. Glint Hawk came down. The Battle Fist comes back down.
This is the most classic Pauper play, 2 for 1.
Yes.
Format all about 2-for-1s. Absolutely.
Pauper is a format.
It's based on 2 for 1.
It's a format of micro value.
Now, I know it looks right now like the Gardens deck is way ahead, but I am constantly amazed by how this Boros deck can come from behind and just start with having nothing in play and just a few plays later have a huge force.
Yeah, I confirm 7 rounds today.
7 rounds of Pauper today, and then how many more? 5 more tomorrow? 6 more tomorrow?
5
more,
last
and then a top 8. It feels like a Grand Prix. It really does.
Yeah.
It's incredible here in Italy. You have to come here and see it if you're watching in the chat. It is unbelievable.
Now with synthesizers start to make advantage.
Right. And that synthesizer draws so many cards because when it enters and leaves, you get that trigger. So there's the Skyfisher, right? You can pull back the synthesizer, get another card's worth of value out of it. And there's the Karakulan Shaman. Look at that. This is what I'm talking about. Out of nowhere, it's just like so much value. You spend almost no cards out of your hand.
I don't know that Boros can play Muldrifter. That was literally Muldrifter.
Better than Muldrifter.
But
It's still
better, 2-3, of course.
Yeah. Now this puts the Black-Green Gardens player in a tricky spot, right? Last turn the board looked really good, but this turn if they were to say play an initiative card or something like that, they'll just fall right behind. So they have to find a way to dig themselves out of this, and they're going to fall behind fast if they don't.
Only Banhammer can stop this deck. No.
Well, I'm out here seeing what happens this weekend. Who knows what might happen?
I'm here for that.
So that's the right plan of Boros. Try to fill the board, try to make as much damage as he can, and then close the game with all the burn spells.
That burn spell gives at the deck, I think, a lot of reach to close a lot of matchup with Galvanic on Boose.
Yeah, I was watching Mirko play yesterday, and so many games were like, their opponent would be at 15 life, and it's like, end of your turn, blast you for 4, lightning bolt you, untap, and kill you. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Now,
It's not 15, that 3 spell until you're dead.
Right. Now, there's the free snuff out. The trademark of this Black-Green Gardens deck to kind of set the stage is you want to take the initiative, and you want to use a ton of removal spells, including snuff out, to make sure they can't take it back from you. Yep. So here he is using snuff out to get a little bit of that extra creature kill there.
Yes.
Ooh.
The problem here is that BG Gardens makes 1 for 1 on the removal spot, and the 2 for 1 of Boros surely help him to stay more advantages that
Right.
his opponent.
It's like your 1-for-1 deck is very bad against a card against a deck that's all 3-for-1s. You know?
Yeah.
Right, so there's the Helix to bring Materia down to 5, and now he's on the back foot. And even if he stabilizes, Vasella just could have a couple burn spells in his hand and close out the game.
2-for-1 is for boys, 3-for-1 is for men.
Yeah.
Boros stayed.
Oh my gosh. This red-white deck looks so strong. I was watching play it yesterday in Mirko. It looks really fun, too.
No Deather until today.
So now the problem is that even if Black Garden will be able to clear the board, now there are a lot of burn spells.
Right.
So
Well, he's going to gain a 2 life here, so there's something by sacking the Icar Wellspring. But, you know, he's facing 5 points of power on the board, plus a full grip. I think I see a Galvanic Blast of Vassallo's hand.
Yes.
So
the opponent is 3 at the moment. Only 1 bolt, he can draw a lot of cards. Chainer.
Change Edict,
It's a really,
that's
really
fine.
bad matchup here.
Probably just toss the token. Yep, token goes away.
Okay, list will be online from the second round. And in the morning, we will publish the list of the yesterday turn.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah. So cool. All right, so he's going to equip the Glinthawk there to get in for 3. And here's probably a removal spell coming from Materia. Yeah, there's the cast down.
Be patient, Sampop, be patient.
That's fine. There's no rush here. Core Skyfisher, bring back the synthesizer again. The value engine continues. Free land. Not going to say no to the free land. I think I saw a pair of Dawnbringer Clerics
my land drop.
Vassallo's hand as well. So you can Dawnbringer Cleric away one of those Chainer's Edicts or something like that. Just getting any points of power on the board sounds valuable right now. Oh, okay. Golden Egg.
He is searching for another bolt effect.
Now, so he's still playing Golden Egg.
I think he found it.
I think he found it.
I know yesterday you were saying Lembas is the new tech instead of
Yes,
Golden Egg,
yes,
right?
Lembas was
What the
incredible.
power of Lembas.
Lembas was incredible.
But chat won that every time a Lembas was cast in the streaming, we scream Lembas. So if you during the tournament of today and tomorrow, we will hear us from here shouting Lembas. Don't worry, it's an inside joke.
Well, you'll keep playing Lembas over and over too. So.
There are a lot of borrows, so I think that we will scream that a lot of time until Sunday.
There's the flashback of the Chainer's Edict. That taps out Materia. So if Vassallo did indeed draw that bolt, that's 4 + 3 = 7. There's a bit of math there. We'll see what happens. Here's the synthesizer. Skyfisher. The deck is endless value. How are you supposed to beat that? All right, get a free land.
No Italian, no English today.
I'm sorry, I can't speak Italian. This is through. Look at this. Once again, just you're at kill. Literally, Materia's like kill all your creatures. And so I was like, every turn, I will spend no cards from my hand and rebuild my entire board.
That's the power of this deck. He played 2 creatures, 1 land, and there's the same number of cards in hand.
After 7 removal, there's only 4 from BG.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
Now, I feel like I would try and just fire off that Galvanic Blast at his face as soon as possible, because Duress is often a card you find in these Black-Green Gardens deck. You do not want to get your 4 damage burn spell Duress out of your hand. You need to tap out this turn, but I'm not against the just 4-to-your-face move. All right, well, here comes Deadly Dispute, sacrificing the Blood Fountain. Once again, just getting some cards, getting some mana.
A Blood Fountain actually is useless.
And sitting at 5 mana here off these lands plus 2 treasures with access to 7 mana total. I mean,
they're not playing the same game.
No.
Boros is on the next level. Magic.
All right, so there's the 2-1. It can block and trade with the 3-1. That 2-3 in the air is still posing a problem, though. There's the Colony Garden. Okay, a little extra blocker. That's nice. Get that plant in there.
But the flying creature still is a problem at the moment.
Yes.
Yeah, Venus Beetle, first match of the day. They communicate me right now that the official number of the event is 481 players.
Amazing.
Amazing.
That's amazing.
I expected 250, 300 from when we start to organize this, but 481 is huge.
Okay, there we go. We've got the equipped of the Bard Battle Fist on the core Skyfisher. It's going to attack with both. I imagine we'll see that 2-1 hop in front of the Rebel.
4-8-1, Jamie.
That's amazing. 481 Pauper players here. A 2-day tournament. I mean, I played in Grand Prix that were smaller than this back in the day. So.
Yes.
Please say it again.
All right, so there's that trade. Gonna connect for 3 on the Skyfisher.
And
then a little blasty blast. All right, there's the Bard Battle Fist.
Another creature.
Maybe
he can wait.
He has 1 Galvanic, 2
One
Galvanic, I
Galvanic.
see.
I guess he's just being careful. So there he's tap low. Now it is.
Yep.
Here's the moment. You're tap low, take 4. And that's going to be that. Now, one thing...
GG.
This Black-Green Gardens deck is still pretty new. A lot of people have not played against this deck before. So it's a wise play to kind of play cautiously because you don't know what cards might be in their deck, right? There's a lot of different versions out there. No, you will not get Splinter Twin to common, Fabio. I'm afraid. I've got bad news for you. I feel like Splinter Twin Pestermite is not the combo.
It's
not the combo Pauper needs. Yeah, exactly.
Allora, Gavin, I want to say you the truth behind Paupergeddon. Paupergeddon is only a trap. Yeah, for you. Because it all starts when you ban Cloud of Fairies. We're here today to contract to let you free the Cloud of Fairies.
Have you ever played Cloud of Fairies in Pauper?
Yeah, it was my first deck, familiar, of course.
Yeah.
He is the biggest fan of
So we're here to talk about the release of the Cloud of Fairies.
So what's your favorite deck now?
You are the hostages, so please shut up and stay there now.
All right, so what we'll do is we'll unban Cloud of Fairies and we'll ban all the familiars. Is that the move? How do you feel about that?
We have a deal. we have a deal.
We can try with the Goblin Necromancer, I think. I don't know. So I started playing Pauper on Magic Online in like 2007, 2008. Yeah.
But when the format was very not developed, and I remember I played Cloud of Fairies with Ninja of the Deep Hours. That was my combo. Play turn 2 Cloud of Fairies, attack, Ninja it back to your hand. That was a good time.
When I read the release note for Art of the ban of Cloud Fairies, I was crying. Oh God!
Alas. So when you're sideboarding here as the synthesizer deck, what cards are you looking to bring in against the Black-Green Gardens deck?
But actually, only the relic of Genitus, if our guy is playing, because it's good against the Pulse of Murasa. But some list plays Pulse of Murasa, plays the Fontaine, the tech back, so a lot of creature. And I think that the deck works well in this matchup, also main deck. So.
Now, if you're Black-Green Gardens, what are you going to be bringing in to help you out here against Boros? What are the cards that are like, oh my gosh, this will help save the matchup?
He is forced to side in some Weather the Storm because it's the only way to recover a lot of life, a large amount of life, to not die from the ban spell. It is the most important part of this game.
Right. So you can stabilize a little bit, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
because
it's
he cannot
written
side
at the
out
bottom on the screen. You can see the number of the round.
He cannot side out every Crypt Rat to clear the board, but Crypt Rat is good to clear, not for your life, obviously. So maybe some Weather the Storm could
help stay you high alive.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Weather the Storm against a deck like this is quite good, right? Because they play Experimental Synthesizer, they play a card off of it, they bounce a Synthesizer, that's 3 spells. Weather the Storm is 12 life, which in a matchup like this could be the time you need to get there.
Also Fungal Marauder, exactly. Fungal Marauder is a strong card because Boros needs 2 removal spells to kill, and he cannot play with Fungal Marauder on board. Because every time he sacrifices an artifact is a problem.
Spinning Darkness can very help.
Spinning Darkness, that's a really nice old card that's been showing up in these decks too. All right, so here's the Calmly Garden from turn 1. Get that little plant out there. And it looks like there's a turn 2 play here. We've got the 2-1. What do you think about that 2-1? And it's not in all the lists.
It's a strange card, this 2-1, because it helps to interact with Dead in Dispute or card like this, but it doesn't run like another one else. It doesn't cycle itself every time, but only with a sacrifice effect or something like that. It's a cool 2 drops, yes.
Yeah, I haven't seen that card a lot until this weekend, and now it's showing up here in the Black-Green Gardens deck. Kind of a new twist on that strategy. Okay, so we've got the Ichor Wellspring from Vassallo here. Now you want to be trying to develop that board a little bit. So he's going to gain 1 life off this land. Maybe we see a Glint Hawk pick up that Wellspring, or a Bard Battle Fist. There's the Battle Fist.
Start to make pressure.
Right, so we can attack him with that Battle Fist, trade it with the 2-1.
So he has not synthesizer yet.
Interesting play from Baterio, attacking with the 2-1 here. He's like, I'm not going to block this time around.
You can block with one of the 2 plants.
One of the 2 plants, right. Well, I think you saw in the first game that killing off that Battle Fist was just said, hey, Glintalk it back to your hands.
Wow, this is Garden. with 3 plants.
He's got a large gun. Oh, that's the other reason you want to hang it back to block. Chainer's Edict takes that down. Now, I imagine we'll just see a Glintalk or something maybe to reset that Battle Fist, although the Battle Fist is not so good in the face of 3/0/1 plant tokens.
But I think he has to try to dig to find always a synthesizer, because with the other stone, it's a slow advantage.
Yeah.
With synthesizer, it seems to be at another level.
Right, it costs only 1 mana. You get to, when it leaves, you get it as well. Yeah, it's quite strong. All right,
it's an amazing card.
Now there's the tap land, and for 1 mana, there's the Glintalk. All right, we're gonna reset. You think the Wellspring and the Battle Fist?
Let's go.
Battle Fist.
He chose the plan, the line of make board. Make board advantage.
Yeah, and I think at this point he just wants to start chewing through those plants a little bit and not fall behind, because the problem is going to be if Baterio lands an Avenging Hunter here and takes the initiative, Vassallo has to be able to take it back, and that's what that Glintalk is going to be there for.
Yes.
All right, there's Chainer's Edict to get rid of one of those creatures. Chainer's Edict just not very good against this red-white deck. You trade with something, they just reset it. A lot of your stuff is kind of...
You're literally making a 1 for 0.
Yeah. Now, Ape Yoda, Lord of the Rings is legal this weekend. So we saw yesterday in the trials, we saw a few cards show up. We saw Lembas show up a bunch.
Yes.
We saw Throw in the Fire get used, as well as I saw someone playing Bilbo's Birthday, the Claim the Ring draw card.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Also Cast into the Fire.
Cast in the Fire, that's the card I meant. Yeah, Cast in the Fire.
It's one of the most used cards.
Really good, I think. Really good. Adepta Terra hanging out here in the chat. Okay.
It's really important to put some creatures, some flying creature on board. Right. Because as you said before, the initiative is a big problem.
Yes, you cannot let them have initiative for multiple turns, and especially if they have Snuff Out or something to back up their Avenging Hunter, you want to be able to get in. So 2 flyers is actually really nice.
Pauper is a strange format because at some time this is a good card, but
the 3 gardens.
But the 3 gardens are not the best in this moment.
Well, I suppose that's the danger of playing a bunch of green lands in your mono black control deck. That happens sometimes.
So it's a strange format because you have to prefer to put some creature, some flying creature, some evasive creature on board to fight against Monarch and
that's huge.
Initiative.
And there's the card, Makeshift Munitions. This card did so much work yesterday.
Yes.
Just it chews through, like in this deck, you get so much value out of it. You can eventually just kill your opponent off. It chews through all this stuff. You can kill off that Crypt Rats to make sure it doesn't sweep your board.
Gives you a huge reach.
Snuff Out on the Skyfisher. I feel like, that's going to happen. I feel like you want to do that in response to Makeshift Munitions, though, because now he's going to get a free sacrifice to kill off that Crypt Rats.
Yeah. Yes.
And 4 life, of course.
Yeah,
4 life.
Yeah. The 4 life is not inconsequential.
That Snuff Out gives the Skyfisher double strike.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, if you look at the board right now, he's showing how much damage? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage just sitting off that makeshift munitions.
Cos'è quella?
Maybe Traveling Inspector? A foil? Yes.
Traben?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe from a secret lair? I don't know.
I suppose to.
So there's the clue token. Yeah, so I mean, with makeshift, how much damage makeshift munitions represents, right? You have some artifact lands down there, so on the table.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And Mono Black has not
6.
a lot of way to interact with munitions.
All right, there's Avenging Hunter,
Potentially
but
hate damage.
there's that 2-1 fly or 2-2 Glinthawk right there. If he can't kill that off, if he doesn't have a snuff out for the 2-2, Vasal's going to take the initiative and have munitions up and force Batterio to attack next turn. It's a tough spot. Not to mention a single Galvanic Blast could take down that 5-4.
Also, Spinning Darkness is a really good
Spinning
card
Darkness, yeah.
now.
Yes, that's
To
true.
not lose initiative to kill the creature, but I think that he will not be able to gain some life because obviously
of the munitions, yeah. I feel like this next turn cycle is going to determine the game right here. Like if he doesn't have an answer for the Glinthawk, if Vassallo can build his board up a little bit, like that's going to help decide who wins this game.
yes.
We're going to see what happens.
The big problem is that one of the side of initiative deals 5 damage. It is a huge amount of damage.
A lot
Right.
of reach in the matchup, yeah, of course.
And you cannot let the red-white deck get free 5 damage on you.
It's
You know?
not-
I mean, I played Initiative all day yesterday, and it's very strong. Don't get me wrong. But when your opponent steals it, suddenly they're like, uh-oh,
You
now they're going
surprise.
through the initiative.
What have I done?
Yes. You're like, this is powerful.
So Eco Westwing is a very strong stone in this matchup.
All right,
In this deck.
And there's the blast for the 5-4. So now Vassallo can crack through with a bunch of stuff. He can even sacrifice to kill those plants with the munitions in advance if he wants to, just to make sure that a single snuff out or spinning darkness doesn't cause him trouble. But he opts not to. He's just going to crack on in. All right, so the 2-1's going to block the Battle Fist. He's going to go over here. Now, we're probably going to see, like you said, Spinning Darkness. Yeah, there's Spinning Darkness on the 2-2. And that's why I would have tried to just sack some of those Wellsprings to kill off those plants in advance, because you want to make sure you take the initiative here. The foil card is Thrabin Inspector, Walker 7/3/5. So Spinning Darkness, a cool little old card. If you don't know what it does, because it's kind of a weird one, you can exile 3 black cards, in fact, the top 3 black cards, so your graveyard order matters, of your graveyard to cast it for free, and it deals 3 damage to a creature, and you gain 3 life. So that's kind of a fun one. So, okay, so yeah, in fact, Vassallo has to pick it up and read it himself. Vassallo maybe...
It's a really old card.
Really old, strange card. Graveyard order matters, always unusual. So yeah, he's going to kill off that plant. This will still leave Vassallo in a good situation, right? He's going to kill off Batterio's creatures. He's not going to be able to have anything to put those 2+1/+1 counters on. But if Vassallo had just killed off a couple of those plants in advance, he would have made sure to be able to connect and take the initiative, which I think would have just sealed the game up. But he's still in phenomenal shape.
Let's go.
Yeah, so he brings back the Icar Wellspring. I mean,
Here it comes.
Vassallo is still in amazing shape right now. It's absolutely amazing shape.
He chose the line to kill all the board of the opponent. I don't know if it's the best way, because with that Galvanic, the opponent was at 8, and you can shoot all your board in the face
Right.
of your
Because
opponent.
of munitions, right?
Because of munition.
A safe way to play.
But it's really there are a lot of different lines with this deck.
For sure.
So we will see if
I know
It is-
what chamber of initiative is now, but
He scribes you. I'll put them both on the bottom.
yes.
okay. So the next will be 5 damages.
Well, he went down the other side, actually.
Oh, it's the other
Yes.
side. Okay.
Yeah.
On the
So
other
next
side,
one
he
is
can
a
create
treasure.
a treasure or
Go to
go
creature,
to creature.
which is not that strong. So here's the Fangren Marauder. He's going to smash in for 2, bring Batterio down to 10. Now that Marauder is going to pose a challenge here. And this is that point in time where, man, if you had the initiative last turn, you could put 2+1/+1 counters on one of your creatures. It could have been a big difference. But now that Marauder could actually pose a problem. And keep in mind, Vassallo cannot now just munitions away his artifacts, because that'll give 5 life to Batterio every time. Grip's still full of cards. I mean, still love the solo in this position. Don't get me wrong. Here comes Icar Wellspring drawing a card.
Fangren Marauder now is a huge problem.
Yeah. Now, it does depend what's in Paterio's hand, because I think Vassallo can probably play to make sure none of his artifacts die, right? He can chump block Thraben Inspector on the Fingered Marauder if he attacks. So I don't really know that Paterio is going to have a great attack either. But if Paterio can kill off some of those artifacts, get some life back, we could see the tides turn, and that's kind of what I'd be looking for right here. Paterio has, I think, 2-3 cards in his hand, so he's going to have some good ones to do something here.
They're asking for the ban on Monastery Swift here.
Well, I don't see a single Monastery Swifter on the battlefield right now. So, in fact, I see 2 decks that are pretty well set up.
This is a hate reminiscence of the last
and there it is. There's the problem, right? So he has Fingered Marauder. He couldn't attack with it, so he can't even get any damage in. Now, Vassallo's going to hit the next stage of the initiative, put 2 counters on Core Skyfisher. He's got 4 in the air. And then
another point is that in the turn of the opponent of the Black Garden, with if he take priority every time, he can kill the opponent with
before the Lega gain life. Yeah.
Exactly with munitions, because you can activate and the trigger will start with Marauder and the ping. If you solve the ping, you can continue to ping.
And that's why you're the top Pauper player of Italy, Mirko, because you know plays like that. So Cast Down comes out here on the Core Skyfisher. We're almost certainly going to see that munitions in response. Now, I think what he's going to try and figure out is, should he try and kill off the Fangren Marauder, right? Because if you deal 1 damage to the Marauder and then sack something else to deal 1 damage to the Marauder, that will kill it off. Or do you just go face here and try and close out the game? There it is, 1 to the face. Take it, go to 9. Sack the token that's blocked, take another one, go to 8. Glinthawk comes through for 2. Thraben Inspector comes through for 1. That brings him down to 5. If he's got Galvanic Blast, that will end it.
No. Wow.
Oh, it's a Foundry Helix. So he's going to Foundry Helix. He has to sacrifice a land, not an artifact. That's 4, down to 2. Sack the Thraben Inspector. There it is!
Amazing.
Game goes to Vassallo. Excellent
Amazing.
play there to close out the game. And that's what I'm talking about. This red-white deck is so resilient, Mirko.
Yes.
Like, literally, multiple times he had his board wiped, and it did not matter. He was like, great, here's 4 more cards. Good luck dealing with them, you know?
And also with a huge problem like Fangren Marauder, you can win with no big problems. Also, doing the right damages and making missions make the rest.
Right?
Incredible.
A great play. And once again, I think that's one of the best decks to play this weekend is that red-white deck.
Really.
It does have some bad matchups, but if you play it well, it has so much advantage.
Yes.
The worst matchup, I think, that's 50-50. The worst matchup. And you have also a lot of good matchup. Maybe Altatron is a problem sometimes.
Altatron,
that's
a big problem, not sometimes.
Maybe
Every time.
That matchup is the only...
all the loop decks. All the loop decks.
Right.
So familiar.
There are no absolute deck now in this point of...